Today we're going to break down how dungeons and party content work in Odin Valhalla Rising. If you want to farm gear, gather crafting materials, or just power up your character efficiently, understanding dungeons is absolutely essential. Let's get started. When you first start out in Odin, most of your time will be spent completing quests and exploring the open world. But pretty early into your journey, you'll unlock access to dungeons, and that's where real progression begins. There are two main types of dungeons you'll need to know about: elite dungeons and party dungeons. Each one serves a different purpose, and if you're smart about how you use them, they'll massively boost your leveling, your loot, and your power. Let's start with elite dungeons. These are solo-friendly areas designed for individual players who want a higher challenge and better rewards compared to the regular overworld zones. Elite dungeons feature stronger monsters, but they also drop much better loot, including higher tier crafting materials and more gold. Another big difference is that elite dungeons are set up with special zones where monsters respawn rapidly. If you're looking to grind efficiently, elite dungeons are absolutely where you want to be. One important thing to note: access to elite dungeons isn't completely unlimited. Each day you'll have a limited amount of entry time. Once you use up that time, you'll either need to wait for the next reset or use specific items to recharge your entry if available. So plan your dungeon runs carefully. Prioritize the best loot spots and don't waste time wandering. Now let's move to party dungeons. As the name suggests, party dungeons are designed to be tackled with a group. The difficulty is higher, but the rewards are significantly better, especially when it comes to rare gear, crafting resources, and enhancement materials. You can form a party manually by inviting friends or guildmates, or you can use the matchmaking system to quickly join a group. Party dungeons usually have set objectives, like defeating a series of mini-bosses before reaching the final boss. Boss fights in party dungeons are no joke. They'll test your ability to dodge, manage your skills, and work together as a team. If you slack off or ignore mechanics, it's easy to wipe, so communication and basic coordination go a long way even in pickup groups. There's something really important to keep in mind about party dungeons. They're often tied to daily and weekly quest objectives. Completing party dungeons can net you not just loot, but additional quest rewards like gold, teleport scrolls, and even summoning tickets. Always make sure to check your active quests before heading in. You might be able to knock out 2 goals at once. Alongside elite and party dungeons, Odin also features world bosses, giant monsters that spawn in specific open world locations. World boss fights are massive events, often pulling dozens of players together to take down a single enemy. The rewards from world bosses can be incredible, but you'll usually have to fight for them, sometimes even against other players in contested zones. Timing matters a lot. World bosses spawn at specific times, and if you miss the window, you'll have to wait for the next rotation. Luckily, the world map clearly shows where world bosses will appear and when, so you can plan ahead. And here's a pro tip for all dungeons and bosses. If you're aiming for efficiency, always group up if you can. Having a group nearby, especially a guild party, can help you clear mobs faster, handle tougher mini-bosses, and secure farming spots more safely, especially in open PK zones where players can turn hostile. There's also something to know about gear drops inside dungeons. A lot of the high-tier equipment you'll need to craft rare or epic gear comes directly from dungeon monsters and bosses. You'll also gather a ton of materials for enhancing and upgrading your gear just by farming dungeons daily. It's no exaggeration to say that dungeon grinding is at the core of gearing up in Odin. Now, you might be wondering about dungeon resets. Most dungeon-related content resets daily at the usual server reset time. Elite dungeon entry timers, party dungeon entries, and dungeon-related quests all refresh at the same time, giving you a full set of fresh opportunities every day. Make it a habit to log in, knock out your dungeons first thing, and you'll always stay ahead. One last tip before we wrap up. If you're serious about gearing up fast, set a daily dungeon routine. Hit your elite dungeon until your time runs out, knock out a party dungeon with a good group, and check for world boss events throughout your play session. That 1-2-3 routine, elite grind, party rewards, boss bonuses, will keep your progression moving faster than almost anything else in the game. And that covers everything you need to know about dungeons and party content in Odin Valhalla Rising. Focus on smart dungeon runs, optimize your daily grind, and take advantage of those big boss fights whenever you can. With the right approach, you'll be way ahead of the curve before you know it.